I'm trying to decide if you are an innocent victim who has stumbled upon this video accidentally, or if you know exactly what you're getting into and you are a glutton for punishment. That's right. This is another episode of Page Bait. That is the show where I read and react to some of the most popular books out there that I know nothing about. Now, there is a name, an author name, that I have seen everywhere. I have never read any of her books. I know nothing about her except that she is in every single airport bookstore, right in the front on the displays in Barnes and Noble, freaking everywhere, and that is Freida McFadden. Let's take a look-see. I think somehow there's knowledge in my brain that maybe she writes thrillers? Anyway, I figured we'd read the first 3 pages of The Housemaid and see what this Frida lady is all about. We've got an eyeball looking through a keyhole. That is very mysterious. I think there's some snooping going on here. She wrote us a bunch of books. And there's some copyright. Don't steal her books. And there's a prologue, but we want chapter 1 on this show. 1. Thank you. Thank you, Frida. Tell me about yourself, Millie. Nina Winchester leans forward on her caramel-colored leather sofa, her legs crossed to reveal just the slightest hint of her knee, peeking out under her silky white skirt. I don't know much about labels, but it's pretty obvious everything Nina Winchester is wearing is painfully expensive. Her cream blouse makes me long to reach out and feel the material, even though a move like that would mean I'd have no chance of getting hired. Job interview. Okay. She going to become the housemaid? Just taking a wild guess here. To be fair, I have no chance of getting hired anyway. Well, then why am I reading this book, lady? If you're not going to be hired to be the housemaid, then this was false advertising. Well, I begin choosing my words carefully. Even after all the rejections, I still try. Relatable, very relatable. I grew up in Brooklyn. I've had a lot of jobs doing housework for people. As you can see from my resume, my carefully doctored resume. Sorry, I've got some like personal job hunting resentment coming through here. And I love children, and also, I glance around the room looking for a doggy chew toy or a cat litter box. I love pets as well. She's gonna be like, I hate pets. The online ad for the housekeeper job didn't mention pets, but better to be safe. Who doesn't appreciate an animal lover? Brooklyn, Mrs. Winchester beams at me. I grew up in Brooklyn too. We're practically neighbors. That's just my default rich person voice. We are, I confirm, even though nothing could be further from the truth. There are plenty of coveted neighborhoods in Brooklyn where you'll fork over an arm and a leg for a tiny townhouse. That's not where I grew up. Nina Winchester and I couldn't be more different. But if she'd like to believe we're neighbors, then I'm only too happy to go along with it. Mrs. Winchester tucks a strand of shiny, golden blonde hair behind her ear. Her hair is chin length, cut into a fashionable bob that de-emphasizes her double chin. She's in her late 30s, and with a different hairstyle and different clothing, she could be very ordinary looking. But she's rich. She has used her considerable wealth to make the most of what she's got. I can't say I don't respect that. I have gone the exact opposite direction with my appearance. I look like crap. I may be over 10 years younger than the woman sitting across from me, but I don't want her to feel at all threatened by me. So for my resume, or my interview, I selected a long, chunky wool skirt that I bought at the thrift store and a polyester white blouse with puffy sleeves. My dirty blonde hair is pulled back into a severe bun behind my head. I even purchased a pair of oversized and unnecessary tortoiseshell glasses that sit perched on my nose. I look professional and utterly unattractive. So the job, she says. It will be mostly cleaning and some light cooking if you're up for it. Are you a good cook, Millie? Okay, assuming that this is the other lady in the movie poster, because there's a movie poster with Sydney Sweeney and like another gorgeous actress on there, then this is definitely the wrong voice for this character. So I apologize for that. This is just the way that things have turned out to be. Yes, I am. My ease in the kitchen is the only thing on my resume that isn't a lie. I am an excellent cook. Her pale blue eyes light up. That's wonderful. Honestly, we almost never have a good home-cooked meal, she titters. Who has the time? But then again, like, what if that gorgeous actress does have that voice? I haven't seen the movie. I've only seen the posters. So I can't say she doesn't talk just like that. I don't even know if that actress is this character. I'm just making stuff up. I bite back any kind of judgmental response. Nina Winchester doesn't work. She only has one child who's in school all day, and she's hiring somebody to do all her cleaning for her. I even saw a man in her enormous front yard doing her gardening for her. How is it possible she doesn't have time to cook a meal for her small family? Failure of a woman. I shouldn't judge her. I don't know anything about what her life is like. Just because she is rich doesn't mean she's spoiled. But if I had to bet $100 either way, I'd bet Nina Winchester is spoiled rotten and will occasionally need help with Cecilia as well, Miss Winchester says. Perhaps taking care of her and taking her to her afternoon but my rich lady voice has reached its expiration. Let's try this one more time. Perhaps taking her to her afternoon lessons or play dates. You have a car, don't you? I almost laugh at her question. Yes, I do have a car. It's all I have right now. My 10-year-old Nissan is stinking up the street in front of her house, and it's where I am currently living. Everything I own is in the trunk of that car. I haven't spent the last month sleeping in the back seat. I have. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. I cannot get my verbs correct. I am making them the opposite. I am writing you all a new version of this book in real time. I am making you some Freida McFadden fan fiction. She's not quite at the weight and height level to be without a booster seat yet. The Academy of Pediatrics. The Academy of Pediatrics recommends. Well, Nina Winchester drones on about the exact of the requirements of the car seat. I take a moment to glance around the living room. The furnishing is all ultra-modern, with the largest flat-screen television I've ever seen, which I am sure is high definition, and has surround sound speakers built into every nook and cranny of the room for optimal listening experience. In the corner of the room is what appears to be a working fireplace, the mantel littered with photographs of the Winchesters on trips to every corner of the world. When I glance up, the insanely high ceiling glows under the light of a sparkling chandelier. Don't you think so, Millie? Mrs. Winchester was saying. And that's when Freida makes the interesting choice of just ending the book right there and showing us the back cover. But you see, this is why she's such a successful author, is because she makes bold and unique choices like this. So I can't judge her for that. I can't judge her for anything. If you've seen the way I read books, you know that I can't judge anyone for anything. But anyway, if you found this video at all helpful in deciding whether or not to buy The Housemaid by Freida McFadden, then I am shocked, and I would ask you to please like and subscribe to somebody else's channel because this one sucks. If you have any books that you would like me to read the first 3 pages of and react to, please drop the titles in the comments, and assuming they are books that I know absolutely nothing about, I will check them out. Until next time, happy reading.